The Miami Heat lost 132 to 140 against the New York Knicks. Frustrating loss for the Miami Heat after winning 3 games in a row. The Miami Heat are on a 2-game losing streak. It's the second time this year that the Heat have had a 3-game winning streak and have followed it up by multiple losses. And this was a tough loss, tough game to lose, especially with no Jalen Brunson, who was out, and OG Anunoby also got injured in the first half. OG Anunoby, that was a huge loss. Already having Jalen Brunson out was a big loss for the New York Knicks. But OG Anunoby, as a two-way player, his impact on the court as a two-way player is huge for the New York Knicks. They mentioned on the broadcast that his plus minus is insane. Like when he's on the court, like the Knicks are a plus 40 or something. Like it's insane. So losing him was a big blow for them, but it didn't really matter because the Miami Heat shit the bed tonight. And especially on the defensive end, I mean, it was a close game. It was a back and forth battle. The Miami Heat just weren't able to get it closer than 2 points, I believe, in that fourth quarter. They started off pretty strong. Like Cat in the first quarter hit 4 3-pointers and was off to a huge start, had like 23 points in the first quarter, and he was carrying the team. What's his name? Robinson, Mitchell Robinson had 10 boards in this game, but he had 6 offensive rebounds in his first 6 minutes of play. Rebounding wasn't the biggest issue tonight, but it was still an issue. We lost the rebounding battle. They had more offensive rebounds. They had more total rebounds. They got way more second chance opportunities because of that. Because we had more turnovers, we continue to turn the ball over at a high clip. And tonight wasn't that bad. Like the night before against the Cavs, I think we had 21 turnovers. Tonight it wasn't as bad. We only had 11, but we still lost the turnover battle 11-8. Like we need to take care of the ball and rebound better. Those are two of the big reasons why we lost tonight. We can't use the Tyler and Bam excuse technically because they are missing Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson, if you ask most NBA fans, they're going to say that he is a better player than Bam and Tyler Hero. Like he is a higher ranked player, and he's a huge loss for that team. And again, losing OG like in the first quarter, I believe it was the first quarter. I could be wrong. Could have been the second quarter, but yes, the Miami Heat desperately need Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. They desperately need Bam Adebayo more so because Norman Powell continues to play spectacular basketball for the Miami Heat and has been contributing a ton and has been our go-to number one option. And it's been amazing, simply amazing this year. He's playing at an all-star level. I think he's going to be an all-star. My boy Van Lee over here, he says, confess your Norm Powell sins, Amir. I said that Norm Powell should come off the bench when Tyler comes back. And this was early on in the season, Van. You know that I said this like the first week of the season. But my thought process was that Tyler would never come off the bench. They would never bench Tyler. Maybe they would consider putting Powell on the bench just so we can have Davion continue to start because we wanted the plus defender next to Tyler. But obviously that's not going to happen. When Tyler comes in, Davion's definitely moving to the bench. Shaniko Steele says, hi, how are you? Van Lee says, Norm Powell is definitely an all-star. I love his efficiency. Your Cousins and Clippers fans are crying literal blood. They miss him so badly. Yeah, I totally agree. I think he's looking like an all-star so far this season. He's been one of our best players, if not our best player. And it just shows right now that a Tyler Hero, and no shame to Tyler Hero. I'm not here to talk shit on Tyler. He hasn't played this year, but a Tyler Hero is replaceable. Like finding a scorer in this league, that is doable. But finding a Bam Adebayo, a 6'9", 6'10" power forward center who can be your anchor defensively and who could still give you. He was averaging 22 points per game before he missed his last game where he left in the first quarter, only scored 2 points. So that knocked down his averages by a little bit. But Bam Adebayo, we need him for his rebounding and for his defense. Like Karl Anthony Towns is not going to do what he did tonight if Bam Adebayo is there. Karl Anthony Towns, I freaking hate that dude. All he does is cry and bitch on every single possession, thinks he's fouled every single possession, which is simply not true. Like that guy's like the biggest nobody all-star in the league. Like that guy is obviously talented and he fills up the box score. He's a great scorer, great shooter, but he doesn't really contribute to winning. The Knicks, in my opinion, have no shot. Like I'm sorry, like they have no shot. I'm not being a hater because I do hate the Knicks, obviously, but they're not beating the Thunder. They're not beating the Nuggets. They're not beating any of the West teams right now. They might not even beat the Heat if we played them in the playoffs. Honestly, like having Bam Adebayo out these last 4 games or so has been rough. We definitely need him, especially on the rebounding side of the game, and we need him back desperately. Like we're just continuing to give up second chance opportunities and not rebounding good enough. Like the Knicks had 104 shots to our 95. It was only 9 more shots, but still, that's 9 more opportunities than the Miami Heat. The Cavs had like 20 more shots than us in that last game. Like that has been a consistent theme, is getting out rebounded and turning the ball over, because we're scoring a shit ton of points. Like we couldn't even break 112 points a game last season. We averaged 110 points or 109 points per game last season. We scored 132 and lost, which is insane to think about. Like how much this offense has improved. This new system, this fast-paced type of basketball has definitely been more exciting to watch. But with Tyler and Bam out, like we need these guys back because we have players that are inconsistent. Our role players have been inconsistent. Norman Powell has been very consistent. He needs more help, but we need our 2 all-stars back, and we need Tyler Hero. We need him on the court. Like I think it's going to help make Powell much better as well, because they'll take pressure off of each other, honestly. If you look at the stats real quick, field goal percentage, we both shot 46% from the field. We shot 43% from 3 and lost, and made 19 out of 44 and lost. The last game against the Cavs, we shot 41%. This is unreal. Like the fact that we lose games shooting this high of a percentage and scoring this much is crazy. That's actually happening. That's a sign that the defense wasn't good tonight, and we'll get into that a little bit later. We shot 75 or 74% from the free throw line, which we need to clean up. We were 25 from 34. Not good. 11 turnovers, and we had 30 assists, which is great. 46 rebounds, 15 offensive. On the flip side, the Knicks shot 40% from 3. So we shot 43. They shot 40, 21 for 53. They shot 9 more threes than we did. That's their new like focal point. They went from like almost last in 3-point attempts to first this year, and they're first in 3-point makes as well. So huge turnaround for their offense. They've been good this year so far under Mike Brown in his first season. Free throws, they shot 29. We shot 34, but they made 79% of those. Like I mentioned, we turned the ball over 11 times. They turned the ball over 8 times. So not taking care of the ball compared to them. And the rebounding piece too as well. So we had 46, they had 51, but they had 20 offensive rebounds to our 15. So those second chance opportunities killed us. And two, though, was their bench. So they're outside of Karl Anthony Towns. Their starting lineup didn't play great. I mean, OG got hurt. Mitchell Robinson, he's not going to score. He had 0 points. He's going to get you a few buckets if he does in the paint, but he had 10 rebounds, 2 assists. That's pretty much it. He was just there as like that energy guy, getting those offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities. McBride, only 9 points. Cowns dominated, like 6 for 14 from 3. He had 39 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 0 turnovers. He was great tonight. Bridges shot like shit, like 15 and 5 and 5, which is great, but he was 6 for 21 from the field. He had 7 steals though, which was unreal. That's crazy. Most of our turnovers came from him effectively, but the biggest issue tonight was our defense not being able to guard Landry Shamet, who had a freaking career high 36 points off the bench. Unfucking real. The most he had in a game this season was 15. He's only scored double digits in 4 of the first 12 games for the New York Knicks. He scored 36, which was a career high. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 for 19 from the field, 6 for 12 from 3, 6 for 6 from the line. Dunked on Khalil Ware also, which was unreal. I can't believe Landry Shamet got a dunk on Khalil Ware. Josh Hart, He's annoying as hell. I think he's a little dirty, but he's an amazing player. I wish he was on my team. Amazing defender. Triple double off the bench. 12, 12, and 10. 5 for 8 from the field. 1 for 1 for 3. He had 1 steal, 3 turnovers. And the other player, which pissed me off, was Jordan Clarkson. Like, we know he's a microwave scorer. He's like the former sixth man type of guy off the bench. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 for 13 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 9 for 11. 11 free throws for Jordan Clarkson. That is unfreaking believable and unacceptable. You cannot allow that to happen. His season high this season was 15. So he had 24 points. So their bench scored 75. The Miami Heat scored 39. Usually that is our strength. And 39 points, I mean, that's not too shabby at all, obviously. But compared to 75 points, that and the rebounding, which led to more opportunities and second chance shots. And also, especially in that first half, like clockwork, they kept getting offensive rebounds, dishing it out to the corner and hitting a 3, nothing but net. Like that happened at least 4 times this game. So Mitchell Robinson was huge. Like I said, 6 minutes. He had 6 offensive rebounds. So that was pissing me off. But it wasn't a horrible game for this Miami Heat team. I mean, we are missing Tyler and Bam, but I'm not using that excuse tonight because they were missing OG and Brunson, 2 of their best players as well. But offense looked good. I mean, like if we look at our box, Andrew Wiggins didn't have the best shooting game, especially from 3, but still solid numbers. I mean, 15, 7, and 3, 6 for 18 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. That's the huge part. Like in the mid-range, he was fine. He just missed a lot of 3-pointers. He had 1 block, only got to the free throw line once, and he had 3 turnovers. He's been turning the ball over quite a bit this last week or so. He needs to clean that up. Kel'el Ware, man, he's been improving. No complaints to Kel'el. He looks energized right now. And 15 and 10, another double-double, 5 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 4 for 5 from the line. He had 3 blocks again, 1 steal. Like his blocks have been great. He still obviously tries to jump too much and block too many shots and gets off his feet. He's had his issues as well. I'm not going to blame him, though. Like I think he's playing good enough right now for a second-year player who's only like 22 years old. Davion Mitchell continues to be a stud in his role. He's never going to give you like 20 points or more, but continues to give you, between that 8 to 12 points, which I appreciate. Like he scored 11 tonight, 4 rebounds, 11 assists. Was just great playmaking tonight, driving and kicking and getting his teammates involved. Love to see it. 3 for 6 from the line, 2 for 4 from 3, 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 3 for 4 from the line. 1 steal, only 1 turnover. So he played great. Norman Powell, again, he's an all-star. He's continuing to play better and better, and he's averaging a career high now. I think his averages are now probably above 25 points now per game. He was 24.8 going into this game, so he's probably averaging 25 point something. Scored 38 points, 5 rebounds, 12 for 22 from the field. Super efficient. 6 for 7 from the line, 8 for 15 from 3, shooting above 50% from 3. Unreal. 1 steal, 1 turnover. He's been amazing. Pelle Larsson, slow start to the game, but he was solid, hit some big threes in that third or fourth quarter to bring the Heat back in it. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 6 from the line, or 3-point line, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He had 1 block. He was solid. Jaime Jaquez continues to play great, had a bounce back game after a struggle against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He looked good. Finally hit a 3, which was nice. Rolled in, barely made it, but it went in. I'm happy he took that shot. 23 points off the bench, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. He's rebounding at a great clip for someone who's a wing. He's averaging over 7 boards per game. His playmaking has improved. He's getting downhill into the paint anytime he wants. Defenses are collapsing on him and double teaming him, and he's kicking it out to his teammates, finding them on the 3-point line. Huge. And then also had a nice play in the fourth quarter where he found Kel'el Ware on the dunker spot and got him a dunk. So he's been amazing. 9 for 20, 1 for 2 from 3, 4 for 8 from the free throw line. He's been a lot better at getting to the free throw line and making them. So tonight was off, only shot 50%. He had 1 block. Drew Smith barely played, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Fontecchio was solid, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 for 7 from 3. Niko Jovic, man, I just made a video. We all made videos on Niko today or yesterday, basically talking about how inconsistent he is and what's going on with him after getting that extension. He's been looking pretty bad, and he had a bad night again. Didn't get a lot of run tonight. So Spo's basically going to say, if you're not contributing or playing well, or shooting well, you're not going to play. He only played 13 minutes tonight. 3 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I like that he at least did contribute on the glass in his limited time, getting 4 assists as well. Had a nice behind the back pass to Jaime in the paint in the first quarter. But 1 for 4, man. 0 for 2. If he's not scoring, he's not really impacting the game. Like, he got cooked by Cat like multiple times as well in the paint. Like, wasn't even guarding him for the most part, but when he did, he was getting cooked. So not a good look, man. Not a good look for the Miami Heat now. Now we're 7-6. Like, we desperately need help. We need Tyler Hero back, especially need Bam Adebayo back. Let's see what my boy Van Lee's been saying. Van said we need to put Ware as the backup big because of his motor issues and find a rim running big to play with Bam and Wiggs. I like Claxton and Gafford. I like Gafford the most. I think if the Mavs are going to be looking to trade Gafford, I think that's someone we go for. I like Claxton as well. He's a good piece as well. But yeah, we need someone that also is a really good defensive rebounder so we can prevent teams from out rebounding us pretty much every single game. Let's see what else Fanley says. I'm not too bummed. Anunoby and Brunson will not play on Monday. But yeah, I'm assuming Tyler and Bam are not going to play as well. But we need to bounce back. I mean, it's hard to beat a team back to back in a home and home series. So we will see. Fanley says, looking at Mitchell Robinson's box score, you would think he's trash, but his 9 offensive boards were back-breaking. 9 offensive boards. Didn't realize 9 out of his 10 rebounds were offensive. That's insane. We got Made Man. Why did we draft Cass and sign Vlad if we're not going to play them? Turnovers and rebounding issues. Forget Vlad. Vlad's going to be unplayable. Why are we not playing Cass? He's a first-round pick. He was supposed to be projected a top 12 lottery pick. Like, I agree with on the KJ. Like, why are we not playing KJ? Like, give him an opportunity, man. Like, we played Kashad yesterday or today. Like, why? Great producer says, do you have Roblox? I don't know if he's talking to me. I do not. Your girl Hyde says hi. Hello. Van Lee, Detroit is not playing around this season, but their team culture is all about playing hard and dominating glass. Yeah, Jalen Duren, dude, is a beast. Cade Cunningham is becoming a superstar. So I think they're going to be tough. Bright side is if we bottom out between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we can definitely get first-round picks for Ware, Jaime, and definitely Norm, or even Andrew Wiggins. We can really finesse a contender for Norm. Yeah, I mean, if we're not going to extend Norm, give him up. But I love Norm, man. I freaking love him. He's been a breath of fresh air since Tyler Hero's been out. Can you imagine a Curry Norm backcourt? That would be amazing because Norm does not need the ball in his hands. Trey Murphy scored 35 tonight. He's 6'9". Lowry Markkanen scored 40 last night. 7-footer. I think the Ja Morant trade is officially dead. They have to address rebounding first. Yes, we do, Van. I 100% agree. I'd rather have any of those two guys you mentioned over Ja at this point. Davion at 11 dimes. Sheesh, we low-key won the Jimmy trade. I mean, we might have. I think we might have, yeah. Arthur says, hi. Do you play Roblox? I don't know if you're a bot or not or who you are, but no, I do not play Roblox. So, yeah, tough game, man. Again, Landry, freaking Shamet, and Jordan Clarkson off the bench destroyed us. They scored 75 points off the bench to our 39. Karl Anthony Towns, I mean, 39 points, 11 rebounds, like absolutely destroyed us. We have no size. We have no rebounding. Those are two big issues. Our defense collapsed and allowed scrubs. Landry Shamet is a freaking scrub. He's a nobody. His career high basically saved the Knicks tonight, I would say. Like, we could have lived with Jordan Clarkson scoring 24 off the bench, but allowing Shamet to score 36. Like, if Shamet scored like 10, would it be fine? Can't let both of them go off. So rough night and big loss for the Miami Heat. I think, like, when you're not playing against Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby, and then the night before you're not playing against Darius Garland, Mobley, and Mitchell, and you lose these games, like, these are games you need to win in the regular season. Like, I don't understand. Like, you have to win these games when stars are out. Like, our stars are out. So, like, when other team stars are out, like, we're proving we're one of the deepest teams in the NBA because we have one of the best benches, and Norm's been like at an all-star level. Like, these were two very bad losses, right, Van? Like, you got to win these games because we're showing the strengths that we have. This new fast-paced offense is a strength. Our three-point shooting has been a strength. Our bench has been a strength. What has not been a strength, though, is our size and our lack of rebounding ability, and also missing some of our stars too as well. Like we need these guys back. We need Bam Adebayo back. When you play running gun basketball, you have to rebound the ball. That's facts. I agree. But yeah, now the Miami Heat are, with that loss, they're 10th now. We're 7-6, 2-game losing streak. If we won this game, we would have been 8-5. We would have been third place, I believe, with the over the Cavs. I don't know if we had the tiebreaker, but we would have been at least fourth seed. Obviously, it's so damn early in the season right now. Seeds don't really fully matter because they're going to go up and down, back and forth, especially in the early part of the season. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's all I have for this live episode. Arthur says 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Thank you guys for tuning in to this live episode, and we'll be back post game against the New York Knicks again on Monday.